Hey troops, Roxy here and welcome to Roxee Plays Games and welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 19. As always, thank you for everyone who has liked my previous videos and thank you for everyone who has subscribed to the channel. It is really appreciated as always. Right guys, we are going to do some harvesting today. So if we have a quick look at our map, we can see field 62 that we own is in the third harvest stage, so it's ready to go. We'd left our equipment there ready to get going, so yeah, I've had dinner or lunch I should say. Did a little bit of watching of TV and now we're going to get some work done. So I've done absolutely nothing since last episode other than let the time pass by. So we've got our harvester ready to harvest, we've got our trailer ready to unload the barley into, and then once we've done all of that, we have got our loading wagon ready to pick up the straw swath that we will be leaving behind. So I'm not sure how long this is going to take. I've kind of been used to using a bigger harvester, more powerful harvester, so I can't actually remember how slow this is going to be. But if it's taking too long, then what I shall do is kind of fast forward for you guys so that you don't have to put up with the pain. And I can't remember how we straw swath, where are you? Why is it not showing? Unless it's just going to do it naturally, we'll see. Let's lower you down. Oh, there we go. Yep, straw swath's coming out the back. So maybe, oh, maybe it doesn't have the option to not do it. Let's zoom out a little bit so you can see what's going on. So yeah, the stuff that's coming out the back, let's say that's the straw swath. We can pick that up with our loading wagon, and or not and or we could use a baling machine and make bales. But I'm going to be using the loading wagon because we only needed that one bit of equipment rather than getting the baling and then having something to pick the bales up. And kind of going forward, I don't know whether I will be getting a baling machine. The reason why I say that is because the animals, so the cows, will require straw bedding. So what I used to do in the past was get a shredding machine and put hay bales or straw bales into the shredding machine. That'll shred it into straw. So basically you're picking up the straw, turning it into bales and then shredding it back into straw again. So that's an extra machine and extra work being done for pretty much the same thing. I am going to come back for that little triangle bit, don't worry. So in my head I'm kind of thinking, well, bales are only really used, straw bales are only really used for the TMR machine, whether it's the vehicle one or whether it's the static machine. We'll get to see that later on in the season. So you put straw into that, but again you need the straw shredding machine to put the straw in. So essentially the bales aren't the straw bales aren't actually being used as bales, they're being put back into straw through a shredding machine. So in my head I'm thinking it's kind of pointless using the bales. Oh, are we full? Yes, we are full. Yeah, it's kind of pointless. Let me put that out. Getting the bale machine, making bales, and then having to get a shredding machine to put them back into straw again, loose straw. So I'm just going to store the loose straw. In my head, that makes more sense. Saves us money, saves us time, and we can just unload into the silo, and then when we want straw for the animals, we can just load it in the trailer. Oh, this is a little bit lower than the harvester I'm used to on the multiplayer, but we should be able to get you under here. A little bit of wiggling around. Come on, get in there. Get in there. Wow. I'm making this more difficult than it needs to be. There we go. Finally, right. Let's unload you. We'll jump back in you, so we can get around 1.5 laps. Why aren't you unloading? Are you going to be awkward? Why is this being so difficult? Come on. You're over the thing. Oh dear. Well, normally this doesn't happen. This is a bit of a conundrum. Just wondering if it's because the trailer is so high and the harvester is small. It doesn't seem to, it's like it's doing the animation, but it's not actually unloading. It's unloaded a touch. Let me go around the other side. Because if we can't unload this is going to be a bit of a pain. But these are the things that you may come across. Obviously I could edit this video and not show you this, but then that's kind of pointless because you're not going to learn from my mistakes. Although I'm not sure what the problem is and why it's not unloading. Really don't know why. It's unloaded some, but then it's not continuing to unload for some bizarre reason. It's like doing little squirts and then that's it. What do we do here, ladies and gentlemen? What do we do? I'm going to try one more little pass over this side. No, it's just not. Right, you know what I'm going to do is I am going to... Yeah, it's not doing it. I'm going to unload this trailer. Yeah, I'm going to unload this into the silo. We're then going to edit this trailer and make it smaller and see whether that fixes the issue. It might be just the fact that it's just so high, it's just having a bit of a conflict. I haven't personally used this trailer in this configuration with that particular harvester in the past. I've generally upgraded the harvester, but I haven't done it for this episode. I've just left it as the base equipment apart from upgrading this trailer. So we're just going to downgrade it so it's 8,000 litres rather than 12, so that'll knock it down a level. And then we'll just see whether that fixes the issue. If it doesn't, we may need to come up with another plan. and I'm not sure what, and I might need to move that cedar. I think I'm going to have to move that cedar because it's in the repair bay. Oh no, customize, let's put it on 8,000 litre capacity. Job's done. Jump back in here, right, and let's take the trailer with us. So yeah, like I say, I would have normally have gone, oh no, it's not working. Stop the recording, redone everything again, and come back like nothing is a problem. However, if I did do that, you wouldn't know that this would be a problem, and then you could have had this problem yourself, and then gone, oh right there, Roxee got it working. How come I can't? There we go. See, look, we're not having any issues now. So when you upgrade your trailer, just upgrade it to 8,000 litres, which is 2 levels rather than the 3 levels, making it 12,000 litres. Cool, problem solved. I'm not sure how many litres of barley is on this field, but that isn't an issue at all. Back on and carry on. Awesome. Right. So what how long are we going? About 10 minutes or so. This episode is just purely going to be harvesting and putting the us getting the straw swath. What I will then do is in the next episode is we will do. I was having a little think about this last night, in between the last episode, and what I'm thinking about doing is rather than fertilising and then seeding on this field, because we don't need to cultivate it. I'm actually going to cultivate this field because it's small, it'll be easy to do, and we've only got a small cultivator. Because once you know how to cultivate, you know how to fertilise, you know how to seed. Other than the different seeders, seeder types, and obviously upgrading to bigger cultivators and fertilisers, it's the same thing. So I will cultivate the field, fertilise it, seed it, and then do the second lot of fertiliser, so we get 100% fertilisation on the field, on this one, and then that's kind of 3 jobs done in one video. And then when it comes to doing cultivation on bigger fields, I don't need to show you how to do it because you'll know how to, hence why it's called how-to videos. All I will need to do then is obviously cultivate it off stream. I'll probably say, right, I'm using this cultivator, show the start of it, and then that's it, or just say I've done it, because obviously I can just say I've done it because you'll know how to do it. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I am going to pause the recording, and I shall bring you back at the end of this. I think you've gathered how this is going. I'm just going to go around in circles and circles until we get to the middle. Alrighty guys, we are back. Last little patch here to finish off. Just need to grab this, let it unload, the swath at the back, and then that's the field done. So I did have to empty the trailer once because it was full up. So yeah, if we was able to have the trailer at full height, 12,000 litres, then we wouldn't have needed to, because that would have been enough. However, that isn't the case. Awesome. Right, so we are going to park this back up in the shed. I'm not going to give it a wash. today. We'll do that after it's done a bit more work and got a bit more dirty. I haven't bought a pressure washer yet, so that will definitely get bought, but just not right now. Let's part this in here. I'm going to leave the header attached. Right, so that's that job done. We will grab the trailer and unload the rest of our barley, and then I'm going to put down a mod, a display mod. So that's the only mod that I am adding in today, so that will be in the linked in the description below. Presuming that I've actually added it to the server. I can't remember if I have or not. I hope I have. Right, so we've got 2,550 litres. So if we go into our cell menu up here, we can see this is the barley. So this is wheat and barley, and we've got 11,552 litres. Currently, the best price the best price is 677. This one's going up. So when we come to selling stuff, this is what we need to look at. We need to look at what prices are up. What I generally make a little note. If the price is going up, I'll put a little up arrow. So I'll say, right, the best price at the moment is 677, but this one's going up from 547. If this one goes past 677, then I know that the price for selling barley is obviously better than this. You definitely want to try, when you come to selling stuff, try and sell it at its best price, and also try and sell it in the largest volume that you can. So selling 4,000 litres isn't great. You want to try and sell, 30, 40, 50,000 litres in one go if you can, because what will happen is when you do sell something, the price most likely will drop because there's no demand for it. So the price will drop, and then as demand comes back for it again, it'll start increasing. Right, so that's that unloaded. Let me go and park this trailer up. And then I am going to move that cedar ready for our next episode. If I can actually reverse without going all skew-if, that would be great. So we'll plonk you in here. And I'm going to quickly grab this cedar, move it out of the way, and I'll also move the plough as well. Just get them tidied up. I should have done that before doing this recording, so apologies for my lack of tidiness. I did literally do my last recording and then turn it off because I was doing a multiplayer ETS stream. And then came off that, then went on the multiplayer farm, talking about what we're doing in that. So that was on for a couple of hours. Then I went to bed and then got up and then obviously started recording this. So I will be doing quite a lot of recordings, but what I'm actually going to be doing is uploading them a little bit more often than normal. Cool. Right, so that's that dropped off. Now what I want to do is I want to see whether I actually added the display. I can't remember what it's in. Right, it's not in there. It's quite possible I haven't actually put it on the server. I don't think I have. Yeah, I haven't put it in. Right, not a problem. I shall add that in for the next episode. It's just a little display so that we can see basically what is in here. All of this stuff here will show on a display, and we can put that wherever we want. I thought I added it into the server, but obviously I haven't. Not a problem. Right, let me park this tractor up here. Here, get off my farm. Jump out. Right, so final little bit of work we need to do is to collect all of this straw swath. So like I say, you could use a baler, make bales, collect the bales. It's extra work, extra machinery required, so obviously extra cost. But in my personal opinion, and it's, like I say, it's just my personal opinion, I don't actually see the point of it. Right, so what we need to do is we need to lower this down. You see the little thing going up and down there. We lower that down, we turn it on. See the little blade going around in there. And then we literally just drive around this. So it's a nice rows for us. We'll be using this when we do grass and hay. I'm going to be doing a tutorial on that. It's a simple thing, but grass and hay is required for sheep, cows and pigs. So obviously it's going to be beneficial to do that. Oh, another thing as well, the barley, as well as wheat, is used for chickens for their feed. So yeah, I went off on a tangent then and forgot what I was talking about. That's just old age, I think. Either way, we're collecting the straw swath. As you can see down there, it says straw. And as I was saying, I kind of think it's pointless. Like I say, it's in my opinion. I think it's pointless having a bale machine, a bale collecting machine, and making bales if all you're going to do with those bales is then turn it into straw. Now, here's the thing. I say it's pointless. If you're selling straw, it sells for more money if you sell bales rather than loose. So if you're using it to make money, then yes, make bales. However, if you're not using it to make money and you're just using it for the animals, there's no requirement for a baling machine. Now we will be using them to make money later on in the series, so at some point I will be getting a baling machine. But for now I have absolutely no intentions of selling this. I'm stockpiling this for when we get cows and for when we have a bit more money. So selling the barley will be our main source of income for now until we get another field and have another crop. So what I'll probably do is I'll plant wheat on this. We'll do a harvest of wheat, pretty much the same as this. It's going to look the same, just a slightly different colour. And we will also do a harvest of oats. And that's the three main crops that leaves this swath behind. And then we will have a look at other crops like canola, sunflowers and all that sort of stuff. And then when we come to things like corn, we're going to need a different header. Right, we're all full. That will automatically lift up the sucky part. So we can unload this into the silo. and we can see if we move over to the right, we can see the straw going up. So grass, hay, and then straw. We've got 23 litres. 23 litres? No, 23,000 litres, I should say. Right guys, so I'm just going to finish collecting all of this, get this all unloaded. I'm not sure whether we can do this in one go. I think we probably can. And then I shall turn you on, and then I'll bring you back once we have finished this little bit. Alrighty, last little bit. We're almost full on this trailer. So I was starting to think that I wouldn't have got it done in 2 trailers, but I think we should be good. Yeah, we are. So almost 2 trailers full of straw. And you'd be surprised that it seems like a lot, but that will go very, very quickly when it comes to cows. We will need 30,000 litres for the TMR machine that I'm going to be getting, and you'll see that later on in the season. But the TMR machine that I'm going to be getting, it's like a static building, requires 30,000 litres of straw to start making TMR. Obviously you can put in less, but that's how much it holds. But that will only make 30,000 litres of total mixed rations. The TMR machine can hold 90,000 litres of total mixed rations. So to get it all full up, we're going to need 90,000 litres of straw. And we currently have 44,275. So we would need to do another field of that to get close to filling up the TMR machine. That's not even thinking about the fact that we're going to have to put bedding down. So again, that's going to require more straw. So we're going to need a lot of it. Really, really going to need a lot. So, but anyway, that is that field done. If I can manage to park this in here. We'll drop you off there. And I'm going to park this in this little garage here. Why not? We've got them. So there's a zip you in here. Out of the way. Turn the engine off. And then close the garage doors, and then that's our job done for today. So like I say, what I'm going to do is field 62, we are going to cultivate it, although it doesn't need cultivating. I just want to show you how cultivating works. We will then fertilize the field, seed it. The fertilization, if you look down the bottom right hand side, it says fertilize 0%. So when we do one go over with fertilizer, that will put it up to 50%. We then seed it, and then we fertilize it again after we've seeded it, whilst it's in the first stage of growth. So looking back on this map, we can see it says harvested. Once we've fertilized it, it will be in this light blue. Now sometimes it doesn't change the color. I don't know why, but it'll be in this color if it's worked. Sometimes it'll just stay red because it says it needs plowing, and we're not going to be plowing, even though we got periodic plowing off. But we'll see what happens when we come to do it. But the first stage, which needs to be done before you seed it, because once you've seeded it, it will then turn to the growth stage 1. So your first stage will give it this light blue. You then seed it. That will then turn it to growth stage 1. You then do it the second time, which will turn it to this darker blue, which means it's at 100%. So 50% for the light blue, stage 1. Dark blue, 100% in growth stage 1. And that's the fertilization. But like I say, we'll do a separate video on that. I want to try and keep these videos in sections, or not too long, because doing that's going to take a little while and it'll make the whole video too long. So we'll cultivate, show you how that's done, show you what it does to the field. We will fertilise it, seed it, fertilise it the second time, and we're going to do wheat. And then I'll do it again, but obviously I'll do it off video for oats. And then that's those 3 crops done for that's going to give us straw. So that's it for this video. I am now going to get myself all cleaned up and get ready for dinner, which won't be too long. 10 past 8, 10 past 8, 8 minutes past 3. Where am I getting 10 past 8 from? I really don't know. Crazy. Yeah, 8 minutes past 3, so I'm going to get myself cleaned up, chat to the family, and have dinner, and I shall see you in the next episode, which will be tomorrow morning in game. Have a great day, guys. See you later.